Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title, I'm going to be talking about the loss of a pet. This video is incredibly personal to me just because I'm going to be honest with you, I was stalling as much as I could before this. Even though I do feel like I am ready to talk about it, the only reason it's gotten to that point is because I accept that pain is a part of the human process. If I'm not ready now, who knows when I will be ready. I'm going to be talking about the memories I had with my pet. The minute I found out that she was sick, the moment I found her dead, just, you know, anything else that I can really think of. Her name was Sunshine. My brother, my Capricorn brother actually named her. My dad brought her home and she was in a box. My parents never allowed animals in the house because of traditional just ways, and my mother was a clean freak, Virgo, just wanted nothing to do with an animal in the house. We found her on the streets, you know, a winter day. My brothers and I really just were so excited to, you know, have her. We just decided to keep her from that point on. A lot of people, when they meet cats, they're like, no, I don't want to see the cat. They're terrifying, they're mean. Sunshine had this aura about her. She would make those who hated cats or never had a strong connection to a cat into a great experience. The minute you held her, it was kind of like you were holding a cloud. Yeah, we just struggled for the first couple of years trying to get her attention, trying to gain her trust. We've had her for over 11 years. You know, every animal that you bring into your home, before they are domesticated, fight for survival, especially in, you know, the outside world. To have domestication is kind of, you know, it's new to them. They walk into your home scared, like this isn't where I'm supposed to be, but we as humans accept them as so. I remember the fear in her eyes, like she was so scared. And as a human, you have this kind of power over that animal. Like, I feed you, I take care of you, you do what I say. You are bringing this animal into your home. You have to understand that they have to be taken care of. And some people don't understand that concept, so they won't understand that connection. Everything is new to them. This world with a couch and a plate, you have to treat them as if they are another family member. So when all of that is gone, your world shifts completely. I had a very strong connection with my cat, as if I could talk to Sunshine. And she just had this energetic field around her that I was comfortable around. I was never scared of her. She was never scared of me. She wanted affection. She loved attention. She knew she was beautiful. Like, she was aware of that. She knew. And she was kind. She was sweet. I remember a cat, my next door neighbor's cat, came up to the front doorstep. First time that I saw her hiss was then. And the outdoor cat was trying to come into the house. And Sunshine did not hiss at the cat until they were face to face. It wasn't like Sunshine pounced outside, which she knows, like I would let her outside all the time, for her to wait for the outdoor cat to come closer and then hiss at it, saying, no, this is my home, do not enter, was very respectable of her, I believe. She was like, come closer, I'm gonna show you who I really am, because you think you can overstep the boundary because you think I'm so kind. And then she hissed at it. Like, I learned a lot of lessons from a cat. As silly as that sounds, I really did. She knew when we were upset. She knew when something was wrong in the house, especially in our society. A lot of people, they're in their rooms and everyone's kind of separated. Animals can pick up on that. They can sense the bond of people and the separation. They can sense danger, they can sense affection. They're very smart. So with saying that, I did everything in my power to gain Sunshine's trust. I would come home from school, and while she was eating her food, I wanted to be the first one to feed her and, you know, play with her. It was in that adjustment that she was like, all right, I give up. I have to learn to love you. She never hissed at me or clawed me or, you know, just attacked me. I loved dressing her up. I loved tucking her into bed. Like, she was like my baby. I always looked forward to coming home from school and just venting to her, telling her my problems, even if it was just a blink, you know, like an eye blink. That's all I really needed. If you have a pet, you know that they get you. Like, they get you in a way that other humans struggle to. I would get like menstrual cramps, and like, how is an animal to know that? She would hop on my bed and start kneading my stomach, like where the pain was located. Whenever I had a headache or I was dealing with something that was overwhelming, she always slept like in a C formation around my head, so I would wake up in the morning and she'd be there. I'm just so happy that I had a cat like her. I will never get another cat ever again. Like, she's the last one. I was also going through a lot mentally, so I was so afraid that if I went to the vet and found something out about her a year ago, like, I would freak out. I think I got a little too comfortable with that thought. She was fine before that because we would take her to the vet and the vet was like, she's perfect, she's healthy, she's a house cat, like, does she go outside? And I was like, yeah, she goes outside. And she's like, wow, your cat is like perfectly fit. And then she started acting funny, and I got really worried because no one in my family noticed this except for me. There were moments where Sunshine would forget to even eat. I knew she was getting old. So I brought the stool in and they checked it out. They checked Sunshine out, gave her IVs and needles. The vet said that she was dehydrated. It made me so defensive. Like, the first thing that came out of my mouth was, like, I give her fresh new water every single time and she never finishes it. And the vet was like, no, I get it. Like, I understand you are, but she's just not adapting to it really well. With anything in life, we don't want to see an expiration date. When I saw her going through this pain, she hid it so well. It was painful to watch. We went to Turkey. I had a gut feeling like she was gonna completely fall apart. She's never been away from everybody in my family. You know, there's all 5 of us, my mom, my dad, my 2 brothers, and I. You could say I freaked out, and I couldn't keep my composure when I was in Turkey because I kept calling the pet hotel that we left her at, and they said, we have to take her to the vet. She has excessive diarrhea. And that's when it hit me. Like, I knew she was going through stress. So when we came back from the trip and I picked her up, before I even walked into the room, she noticed me from like 30, 40 feet away and started meowing, like I could hear her. And I'm walking towards her with my Capricorn brother and the nice gentleman that managed the pet hotel. And she was so excited. She just wanted to get out of the cage. Like, she was just jumping up and down, meowing. And I noticed that she lost a lot of weight. And that really upset me. And I'm petting her and I'm looking at the man. I'm like, why is she so skinny? Like, what's going on? He's like, we'll speak more about it when we go downstairs. So I was like, all right, bet. Like, okay. go downstairs and I'm not calm. I'm worried. I'm anxious. The man that helped us said she needed to go to the vet ASAP. He said, we took her to the vet, we gave her some IVs, she got herself back up. Like, you need to find out what's going on. I'm sorry, the light keeps going in and out, so I just put up a light. So coming back from this trip, I kept my eyes on her, and it was kind of obsessive. When I came home, every single time there was just accidents everywhere. One of our trips outside, she would just tag along behind me. We would like look at butterflies and, you know, lay in the grass, you know, like fun stuff. We went into the backyard and she would lay down every 2 steps. And I was like, okay, all right. I'm like, Sunshine, let's go, babe, come on. I would do like a high-pitched voice with her because she responded well to that, just as if a baby would. Something just told me lay beside her. Went on the grass, laid on the grass next to her, and just stretched out, and we like looked at the sky, and I vented to her one last time. She fell asleep, like she was so tired, and she just laid there. And then I got out of my daydream and looked at her, and that panic hit. I was like, oh, no, Sunshine, are you okay? Like, just checking on her. And she woke up, her eyes were starting to crust up, she was starting to lose hair around her neck, just everywhere. Like, she was very, very sick. It was a Wednesday. I was at school all day. They kept her there for 3 days. I had midterms, so I couldn't even stop by the vet to see how she was doing. They called me, left a voicemail while I was in class, and they said she needed to be picked up. She's doing fine, she's strong, she's eating. I felt so relieved. That voicemail made my entire day. And then I came home. It was like 9 p.m. My brother was downstairs and he was doing homework, and she couldn't jump on the couch. Her legs would not support her to walk, and she would not meow. I knew. My brother and I were talking about how much pain she was in. And we both made the agreement that we had to put our selfishness aside, which was keeping her in pain, and setting a date to put her down. After I went downstairs, I went back upstairs. I told my little brother, like, give me a couple of minutes. I told him I'm going to take a shower. Let me get myself together. And then I'll come back downstairs and spend the rest of the night with her. Even though I knew I had a full schedule, like, my priority was Sunshine. Hopping into my bed face first, and you know the deal. Just crying my brains out, and fell asleep. And I woke up. I looked at my phone. It was 3 in the morning. And I ran downstairs. Sunshine's bed is in the corner. We placed a pee pad over the pillow so she could, you know, lay on it just in case. It was very dark. Everyone was asleep. And I was calm going downstairs, but my body was reacting in a way to prepare me for what I was about to see. I walk into the room. I turn the lights on. All I heard was buzzing. And I stood before her, and I'm just staring at her. And my mind is telling me she's dead. And all I remember in that moment is closing my eyes, backing away, and bawling my eyes out. And it was the type of cry that clenched my throat. Like, it felt like someone was holding my throat and squeezing me. And my legs started trembling. And the first thing that I did as I walked into my younger brother's room, I just shook him he knew something was off because he was just staring at me. I'm like, she's dead. And he immediately rose up. This part, I've cried so much over that it's really hard for me to cry about it now, but memories make me cry. I will look somewhere and I see her. So that is why I wanted to dedicate this video to Sunshine, and I wanted to dedicate it to those who have dealt with the pain of the loss of a pet. I just want to let you know that I feel you. I know how it feels now. If you have lost a pet, I want to send you my condolences. I will have a tribute for all the animals that passed away, and we love them. They are always a part of us, and they have taught us so much. They are light. They are so good, so pure. If I could have one last moment with her because I lost that opportunity, I would tell her that I love her, because that's all that I can think of right now. I hope you guys have a good day, night, wherever you are in the world. And please let me know if you have lost a pet in the comments below. State their name and what you loved about your pet. And I'm sure we can all pitch in and send our love and respect towards these animals. As always, stay weird, and I will catch you guys very, very soon.
I see the fear inside your eyes. I see the pain